his third goal tonight was just, do you see it? Yeah.
Yeah. I'm so calm in
Just
it.
a complete piss take, wasn't it?
I mean, imagine just put it in perspective. Imagine how much confidence you would have if that was Sterling.
Yeah.
Like, I know you've done zero confidence in him scoring that goal.
I mean, he just danced around the keeper, didn't he? You think, just hit
Yeah.
it. Like, hit it. Like, you got all the pressure, everyone closing in on you. Don't try and just hit it like you could score from there.
Yeah.
Why take it round? But obviously, because he's
So
Ronaldo.
If that was 0-0, he would have done exactly the same thing as well. That's what he's just so cool in them situations.
Yeah, too right.
Yeah, absolutely brilliant. Portugal are going to win it anyway, aren't they? They're going to win the Euros. It's already decided.
I was waiting because I was watching it on my phone on the way up, and I was like, "This is 0-0." And how much did we chat shit about Hungary having the worst goal difference? And I was like, I'm just waiting for this to come up in the chat.
Oh, you fucker.
Oh yeah, I did Hungary. Get in. I forgot that.
Yeah.
Get in.
Well, to be honest, North Macedonia only have one better goal difference now, don't they? Because they lost 3-1, so
3-1,
still there. But
Yeah,
lucky.
But Hungary have Mbappe, Griezmann, Sane, Müller all to come. So
Oh, mate.
And they now have to win at least one of those games minimum.
Not really after that big rift in the French camp. That's it. It's all falling apart up there. No one wants to pass to each other. No one wants to do anything, so they won't be scoring much. Tell you that.
Benzema as well, Giroud, yeah.
None of them like each
Yeah,
other. They all hate
Hungary.
each other. That's it. It's like bloody the World Cup 2010 all over again, isn't it? Benzema comes in and it all falls apart. It's always Benzema.
The
Fucking love
French are always like that. They're always like that anyway.
What's happening then?
Yeah, should we crack on with it? Because we've only got a little bit of time, haven't we, before the big one kicks off. So
Yeah.
welcome everyone to the third episode of the Euro Special Four Corners podcast. You join me, your host, in a very sweltering hot Exeter at the minute. It's fucking filthy, isn't it? And joined by me, Cookie. Below me is the man himself. It is, guess my one name only. That's Foley. Oh, what do I do again? What's the intro? Right.
Cut.
Hang on.
Edit that one out.
That can go. All right, everyone, welcome to the Four Corners podcast. I'm your host, Lewis Cook, aka Cookie, and below me you have the man of the hour. It is Tom Houghton, aka Houghton. To the bottom left of the screen here, we have Ryan Foley, aka Foley, and the man to the left of me goes by one name and one name only, and that is Hovis. Welcome, everyone. How's everyone doing?
Welcome.
What up, mate?
Nailed it. Absolutely nailed it.
Good
Got there in
intro.
the end.
First time.
I only do one takes. I'm not amateur around here, boys. Professional, right?
No amateur hour.
Not at all.
Not Ronaldinho hitting the crossbar with the ball. That advert from years ago.
Oh, that's all me, baby. That's all me. I think we should go straight into one thing, and that is praising England. What a performance, hey. We're all English. What a way to start.
Come on, England.
I think we were all well happy with how much we were on the front foot in that game.
Dominated.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
I haven't seen England play like that in a long time.
But they were bad, weren't they?
Well, I think they weren't maybe the best, but I think we were very good as well. I feel like we knew we were better than them, and we went out and like we're going to win it, and we just went out and won it, and we wouldn't take no for an answer. We were going to win it, and we did.
Yeah, I thought they were really disappointing, but when I saw the lineup, I was obviously with you two lads watching it, and I was like, oh my god, Modric, Kovacic, and Brosnik against Declan Rice, Phillips, but they dominated them. Like Phillips was brilliant. He's so aggressive as well. They were leaving some late fouls on Modric as well. You can tell that he was getting snapped all over the place. I thought they were absolutely brilliant. I said to you both, I said Rice, Phillips, and never played a Champions League game, but fair play. That's probably the best midfield they've ever played against. They're awesome. Controlled the game, didn't they? Really.
Rice was solid. I felt like he didn't have a lot to do, but he was just cool, calm, collected. Just you know.
He just mopped up, didn't he? Like nothing really got through.
Yeah, I mean,
intercepted.
We were saying, didn't we? You didn't hear his name, which meant he was doing a good job. Like he had zero pressure, cut everything down quick. I thought Phillips by far was outstanding.
Yeah, he was brilliant. And Mings played really well as well. I'm not a big fan of Mings, but he made some key challenges. He played really well, actually.
I think in regards as well to the old appreciation of Calvin Phillips, I think he wins the Four Corners Man of the Match, I'd say as well, lads.
Yes.
Yeah,
we awarded him the Four Corners trophy, Man of the Match trophy. Yep, bottle of champers.
Yeah.
100%.
We'll get that posted to you, Calvin. Don't worry, mate. It's on its way.
But
I'm very happy with that.
I say even BT gave it to him, not bloody BBC there.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't award it, did they? They gave it to Sterling.
So he was.
That's just.
He's just brilliant.
I mean, fair play to Sterling. He needed that goal because he's been getting hammered all season. He's not been in the best form. A lot of people wanted Grealish to play. That was a massive game. He's probably played himself into the Scotland game just with that goal.
Yeah, I can't.
If he played poorly, Grealish would be everyone would be pining for him.
I think quite a few people have said this. They reckon that he's going to rotate massively for the Scotland game, which I can kind of agree with. Like, we've got such attacking presence, like Sancho and Grealish, and for Foden and Sterling. You wouldn't bat an eye, really, would you?
I think they'll the same team. I reckon they'll go for the 2 wins and they'll rotate against the Czech Republic.
Yeah, possibly.
I mean, I don't know. I think maybe we could change the left back. I think Trippier might. I honestly think Trippier is there for set pieces, and which was a big game against Croatia. Whereas I don't think that we'll necessarily need to play that same kind of game plan with Scotland.
I think both left back and right back can be rotated. If Trippier wants to come on the right, I wouldn't be so upset. And if we put Shaw or Chilwell, I think maybe try both. I do like Walker. I do rate him. I know I might not have had the best of games, but I wouldn't, I wouldn't drop him just for that. It's not like he played too bad, but yeah, I think rotate both of them, left and right.
I tell you, he won't be getting dropped without doubt. He's probably one of the first names on the team straight now. Mason Mount. It's just awesome, isn't he?
Yeah.
In the 90th minute when he was running up and down, he was just he's like Henderson with class. Like, he's so good. Absolutely love him.
He's had an unreal 6 months, isn't he? Really.
He's just absolutely. He's the ultimate team player. Managers must absolutely love him.
Yeah.
Frank Lampard was saying that in the commentary, wasn't he? I don't know if you guys heard much, but he was saying he's an absolute dream, and basically said any manager that manages him will pick him.
He was his most played player, wasn't he, when he was manager of Chelsea?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they were having an affair, weren't they? Them two.
And
was going on.
I mean, Tuchel as well, didn't he? Tuchel, I think he dropped him at the beginning, didn't he, for like 1 or 2 games, but he soon put him in and realised he had to be there, didn't he? And he kept him.
It was the very first game. I can't remember, they played with Burnley, I think it was, at home, and he brought him on after 80 minutes, and he was the best player on the pitch. He was only on for 10 minutes. He nearly scored, and ever since then, he's never not started for Tuchel.
Yeah, it was Wolves, and they drew 0-0. Could have been why they brought him in, perhaps, because he is quite creative as well, isn't he?
He plays an 8 and a 10, doesn't he?
Yeah.
He almost plays the hybrid role, so he's just a good all-round player.
One thing we have all agreed on and sang praises of is that midfield of England since we started. And with Phillips, we sang obviously Rice as well and Mount, which leads us on to, do you drop that midfield at all when Henderson gets fit? I know we might not be all the biggest fans, but do you just change that at all? Do you just keep it? Do you Bellingham anyone?
Just keep it. It works.
I love Henderson, as you know, but I don't like Phillips. He's picked himself now, isn't he? Pretty much. How can you? I'd love to see Henderson play, but how can you not play Phillips? I think he's just played himself into the next match.
He's earned his space, definitely.
Yeah,
I think the difference is you could probably get rid of one of them, either Rice or Phillips, and get another attacking midfielder on when the time comes. I mean, look at Phillips for Leeds and kind of Rice for West Ham. I mean, they kind of play that role on their own anyway.
Yeah, but Phillips isn't exactly the most defensive, is he, either, I don't think. We've got Mount and Phillips who can both, obviously Mount's more attacking
in that than I've ever seen him play for Leeds.
Yeah, Phillips can go on a bit of I mean, I don't watch him too much for Leeds, you do, but yeah, I mean, from watching him there, he definitely wasn't afraid to push up the pitch a bit. I mean, he was the reason we scored that goal, wasn't it, from his creative attacking flair.
He's just fit, isn't he? Like that Leeds team, that all of them, they can literally run and sprint for 90 minutes. They don't look tired ever. So
he's so aggressive as well. He's definitely got that championship style in him as well.
Yeah.
I love the way he was just clattering into people, and he can pass the ball as well. He's just brilliant.
But those Sunday League vibes, isn't it?
Shame about his over his haircut, but he can't have it all, can he, to be fair?
Yeah, what was going on there, Calvin? When we send you the award for the man of the match, let us know what's going on with your bloody Barnet. I don't know. How old is he?
I'm sure he's not going to be taking tips from you, Cookie.
Is he 23? No, he's 25. He's 25.
He's 25 and he's still rocking that haircut. Blimey, you would have thought he'd be a bit too old for that, wouldn't you? We were growing up out of that. It looks like he's been on buddy to like Magaluf or something, doesn't he, on holiday and found himself.
Yeah.
I think who their number 9 would be. Are they just not playing it like?
It'll be Werner, won't it? Werner's probably on the wall on the bench.
I've got that Bolland as well for Bradford.
We're having a bit of technical difficulty here, boys. I'm sorry. Lovely.
You got that all to come, boys.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't. I just can't see France losing. I mean, that is. I don't care who you're playing. That is one hell of a squad.
Oh, I mean that front three. I mean, that's so good for France, isn't it? I mean, that is sauce, isn't it?
Although,
absolutely. Got a midfield then.
Gnabry, Havertz, and Muller. I mean, that's pretty bloody good. And I know Havertz maybe might not have had the most impressive season, but you know that's one of the best forwards as well, isn't it? Forward three.
And you think about that midfield battle: Kante, Pogba, Rabiot versus like Kimmich will probably tuck in Kimmich, Gundogan, Cruz. I mean, this could be a final, couldn't it? That's easily such a good game. God, we don't want either of these teams, do we? We do not want either of these teams.
Not at all. I mean, look at this, is ridiculous.
We might have beat Portugal, we might have beat Croatia, but I mean, like Mings. This is what worries me about Mings, right? If he comes up against Griezmann and Mbappe and stuff like that, like he's just going to get sent back to Sunday League, isn't he?
He'll be sent back to his job as the bloody real estate agent.
Yeah, he will. Yeah, he's selling houses. Okay.
Yeah, I do
He'll
agree.
be doing you out of it.
If he's getting completely pummeled by those, he will crumble, won't he? That's why we're desperate for Maguire to come back, maybe for the bigger games. But
yeah,
I think Maguire is Maguire back to the next game, or is he out for the group stage?
He's in training. He's in training, so
Grealish is training on his own. He's not training with the squad yet.
What, Grealish?
Yeah, he's not training with the squad.
He came on the other day, though.
Well, but he's not training with the squad. I really don't think he'll be starting against Scotland.
I thought he was still coming back to like full fitness as well. I know he's come back from injury, but I just still didn't think he was fully match fit. But you did say, because he obviously played. He didn't play a full 90 minutes. Did he back in the warm ups?
He got man of the match for Romania, didn't he?
Only Drew Bellingham played the full 90, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah. You lot, for the rotation risk.
Yeah, I'm surprised he's playing by himself, to be fair. I'm training by himself. I don't know what, maybe, strange one. But it would be nice to see if Grealish could crop up. We do all rate him, but I mean, Southgate's got it right. He answers his critics. Everyone was bloody giving him grief. He got to start Grealish, Foden, all that, and he didn't buckle, did he, for Grealish?
I'm much happier that he played a back four. I was so confident he could be playing the back five.
Yeah, that was the key, wasn't it? I mean, we wouldn't have controlled that game like we did with five at the back, because the midfield would have just got overrun, wouldn't they? It's just, I think that was the key to it. I don't know. I worry about like Sterling, Ashford, and Sancho against Scotland, because I think you need someone like Grealish would be perfect, because they're just going to play five at the back. So I think if you're playing teams that sit deep, is Sterling going to do a lot? I know he's going to attack their wing backs, but you need a bit more you need a bit more flair, don't you? Someone that can pass.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with when they were talking about having Foden and Sterling, and obviously with Foden you get a bit more creativity perhaps, and then Sterling's your pace, he can run in and run in behind and stuff. It's almost like rather than just playing two pacey lads, you've got a bit of a Grealish and like a Rashford or it's one or the other.
That is the thing, isn't it? It's going to be Foden and Sterling or Grealish and Rashford.
I don't think it would be Grealish and Rashford though, because I think they play in the same position, don't they?
Yeah, both on the left actually. So maybe it would be Sancho.
But I think it's pace and creativity. It's that way you won't see Foden and Grealish. Really, I don't think we'll ever see that. Like, maybe if we need a goal, but I don't think they'll ever start together.
It did lack a bit of pace, didn't it, that lineup? As much as it's easy to look back on it now, but yeah, Grealish, Foden, and Kane is a bit slowish. Not overly slow, but it's not. You want a bit of something, don't you?
Just someone to get you, which you're going to get from that's just Sterling and Rashford.
Yeah, exactly. And they're going to run at you, aren't they? As a Grealish and Foden always look to like cut inside and play the pass, don't they? Whereas like Rashford and Sterling, probably Sancho, they'll look to beat them, won't they?
Cool. Playing long ball the weekend. Saviour, wasn't it? It's such a good Pickford and stuff, hoofing things up. Kane knocking it down. Really effective, I thought.
Yeah. Kane didn't really have his best game, but he'll get a goal, I reckon.
I think he'll get. I mean, Scotland is a completely different opposition, isn't it? I mean, I'll be surprised if Kane doesn't score against Scotland.
Ian, here are the stats with Harry Kane during this Euros. He's been on the pitch for 156 minutes. He's had 3 shots, none on target, and in 2 games, 6 touches in the opponent's penalty area. What is going on?
To be honest, I reckon we're going to draw against Scotland.
Really?
Yeah, that's my prediction.
It's like a derby.
What about back in Southgate?
I think Scotland's going to be a tough game. They're up for it, aren't they? That's their Euros to beat us, isn't it? That's what they want to do. They want to upset.
It has probably helped them that they didn't win the first game.
It's all or nothing from, isn't it?
Now.
Yeah, that's it, Freddie, and all or nothing. And to be fair, I don't know if you watched the I listened to them on the radio at work, and I watched the highlights, and they looked really good, Scotland. Yeah. They weren't as clinical as they should have been, but they had a lot of chances.
They hit the crossbar in the post or something.
Yeah,
crossbar. Yeah.
I know it was a wonder goal by Schick, but it would only have been 1-0 without that in theory, which ain't a bad scoreline.
Not a bad scoreline, but it's got to be worrying when you're not scoring against what is probably ranked the worst team, if not Scotland. It would have been terrible. So goals win games. So I really don't think we've got anything to worry. I'm more confident against Scotland than I was against Croatia.
I'm the opposite. I was more confident against Croatia than the Jocks.
I agree with Hovis because I think Croatia knocked us out at the World Cup, didn't they? So I think there's probably a lot of nerves there, and they probably went out just don't lose kind of thing.
It's whether the Scotland game turns into a war, isn't it? It's like Man United, Liverpool. How many bad games do they play? It's just out and out war. There's like no actual quality, and it's like if Scotland turn it into that sort of game.
I mean, you just know that McGinn's going to get a yellow card. That's happening.
Who?
John McGinn's going to be getting a yellow card at some point. He's going to be taking someone right out.
It was Andy Robertson.
Yeah. There'll be a few yellow cards. It could be a red card game, couldn't it? It could be tasty.
What's everyone thinking? If we carry on playing like this, and we get Maguire back in as centre back for the last 16, would you fancy us against France, Germany, or Portugal if we carry on playing like this at home at Wembley in the last 16?
I mean, I want to answer that question after this game. I think. But we've so confident on the ball. I've never watched England and actually felt that confident until the last 5 minutes where you just are on edge anyway with a 1-0 scoreline. But we were so comfortable in that game.
Yeah, that's the good thing about Southgate. He does know, last 10 minutes, he isn't trying to play fancy football. He'll chuck on an extra midfielder to get the win as well. I like that. You've got to have a bit of nous about you as well, haven't you? So he's not proud enough to try and get another goal. He just wants to win the game. But I don't know. It's a hard one because as much as I'm England, they've got to play France, Germany. You look at Germany's defence. You'd fancy Kane, Sterling, Rashford that up against.
Yeah, of the 3 of them, I'd fancy us against Germany. Out of the other 2, I think the other 2 have just got
France, Iran, and they got a good defence, and Portugal had solid defence. I think I fancy us against Germany
for those squads. Whereas I don't think Pavard's really a massively great defender. He's a great wing back. It's like Reece James. I know he had a cracking game in the Champions League final, but you have him for his attacking benefit more than his defending. I mean, and same with Portugal. I mean, I wouldn't have any worries with Grealish or Sterling going up against Semedo.
No, I mean,
yeah, but then the worry is that they got
and
Ronaldo
Pepe.
and Jota going up against.
It's a bit different, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean,
But you're forgetting about Ronaldo.
Yeah, good point.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about the score. Yeah, us scoring. But
We need the ball to score.
And then France, we're going up against Kante, who's like 4 players, and then he's feeding it to Griezmann and Mbappe, running against, that big Bridge Maguire. It's a worry, isn't
Yeah,
it?
but you got to remember we're going to have Calvin Phillips running at him. We're going to
Yeah.
Mason Mount. We're going to have Rashford on the bench, Sancho on the bench, all this attacking forward, Dominic Calvert-Lewin on the bench. But we got it.
I mean, we're gonna have to beat him sooner or later, I guess, aren't we? It would be nice to beat him later.
We need to top our group, and we need to do it now. And we need to go straight to the. I feel like Kevin Keegan here now, but we need to top our group. We'll do it now. 9 points. We'll go straight into the last 16 at home to Wembley. We'll smash the Portuguese. We'll smash the French, and that we need it. We almost need it, because then once that's done, that's the hurdle. I feel like we can go all the way. Then I feel like if we wait to the latter stages, we're almost just sort of pushing our luck a bit and winging it. I feel like we need to stomp our mark on the actual tournament and say, go on, we'll beat the big boys. We'll go out, we'll get 9 points in the group stage, we'll go last 16, and we'll go on after we beat France and we'll win it.
There's a little bit of Winston Churchill in there, mate. That's brilliant, that was. Rally the troops.
But I do not agree. We need to. There's no point trying to, hopefully we can come second. No, we're in it. We're going to win everything. We're going to win all the games. We're going to win everyone.
Eventually, you want to play the team at some point. So it doesn't really matter when you play them.
You want the Portuguese, whoever comes second, to be worrying. You want them to be worrying, and them saying, "Oh God, I hope we don't come second because we got to play England."
Either have in the World Cup, it was Sweden. Was it Sweden when we got through the group stages?
No,
yeah,
it's
Colombia then Sweden. Yeah.
Colombia, then Sweden, then Croatia. I mean, you would have had anything for that kind of walk in for the final.
Well, that's what I mean. If we come second, we're going to be looking at an easier route. I don't know. It's all about winning for me. I think if you can tweak it and finish second. Well, Slovakia, Sweden, or Spain. It's that group.
I think it's Sweden. Yeah, would be the odds on, but.
Yeah,
it could be Spain. If Spain finish second at the moment, I mean,
but you'd rather play Spain over Portugal, Germany, France, wouldn't you? I mean, that's a no-brainer, isn't it?
Well, so if we finish second, we play whoever finishes second in that group.
Yeah.
That's a weird way of doing it, isn't it?
It's very strange.
I know, that's what I mean. We don't want to win the group. We really don't want to win the group.
We play second in the group of death. Yeah.
But don't you think there's less pressure on these lads? I think these lads are confident, as you can clearly see by their performance on the weekend. They went out there and they were so confident, weren't they? They were just, as I said, they went in there to win it, and they did win it, and they knew they were going to win it. If they keep that going, I know it'll be a tougher route, but I think they'll think that we can beat them, and we will. We can beat them.
In all fairness, like you said, they're a confident group. Most of them have played in Champions League finals, or like at least 4 or 5 of them, sort of thing. And won it. So you don't really get much bigger than that apart from a World Cup final.
No.
So they've got all the confidence in the world, didn't they? And rightly so.
Yeah, and as I just mentioned before, you think these Portuguese or the Germans, whoever thinks they might become a second, you're hoping they're worried and saying, "Oh, I hope we come third, so we don't have to play England." I can't see why they wouldn't be. We are. I'm not be sounding really overconfident now, but I'd like to think that the Germans would be quaking in their boots to play us.
You won't be saying that when we get France in the last 16. You'll be thinking, bloody hell, Southgate, you should have dropped everyone for Czech. I mean, that's what he did last time, didn't it? He threw the group stage in the World Cup when we had Belgium. Yeah. And he played second team and we got them.
We were already through, weren't we?
He threw it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Belgium
won
the game.
Had a harder route, didn't they?
Yeah.
Belgium.
I think that kind of plays into exactly what I'm saying. Like, why not go out and beat Scotland? You'd be expected to rest the team because you're already through. And if we finish second in the group, it's only a bonus. If we win it, we won it with a second strength team. We've got our full strength team ready for round 16.
Yeah,
it's a win-win situation. So I don't think there'll be much rotation against Scotland.
Yeah. Wing backs, I think definitely, or the left right back. Yeah, they'll be changed.
Yeah. Up front, who's he going to drop? Maybe. No, I don't think Santos. He wasn't in the squad the other day, so I don't think he'd be in line I think it'll be. Yeah, I think it'll be Foden and Sterling again. To be honest.
Yeah, you can't have a team winning the Euros with any player that's not in the top division.
Yeah, I don't know. Has anyone ever won it?
Has.
Yeah.
Greece probably have. They probably have players playing in like League One or something like that.
Greece only have one division, so that's what it is.
Oh yeah, I wonder who's playing. They must have had the odd like semi-professional in there, mustn't they? They really must have had one. I reckon there would have been one semi-professional player in there. If you think about it,
Had them all, but they all played for the same bloody team, innit?
All right, Panathinaikos.
AK happened.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. We should Google that. There's got to be some plumber in there, hasn't there? Some lad who's just been in like Corfu, just like fixing the toilets and the maintenance team. That's been called up to go and play in the final. 100%.
He's a welderer. Nah, they're definitely all professional. Like 100%. It's Greece. They're still all right level. It's not like San Marino. I bet they're all pros.
Yeah, but think of the. There's got to be some lad in there. I reckon who's just semi-professional. I don't know. We have to Google it. We'll find this out. You Google it now, aren't you?
You reckon they're all playing? They're just not playing in our leagues, are they? But they're all professional footballers. It's not like it's Armenia or Albania, where one of them's a postman. And
do you reckon a lot of them would have all been from the first division in Greece?
Oh yeah,
probably.
Here we go. Greek squad. Panathinaikos. Leicester. Nicholas Davazak.
They went in the Champions. They were in what? They were in conference at that point, weren't they, Leicester?
probably League One, isn't it?
Yeah, they went.
No, I reckon they might have been Prem then. 2004. Roma. Panathinaikos. Bolton. That was.
That's probably when Bolton was still hovering around, weren't they?
Werder Bremen. Panathinaikos, Olympiacos, Benfica.
What year was it?
2004, I think.
Yeah.
Inter, that's our best player.
Oh, you're Inter Milan.
They're all. Hey?
Don't worry. Anyone get there? Then no one? Nothing?
Bolton were in the Prem.
What about Leicester?
Leicester were in the Prem as well.
Well, I got my face, haven't I?
They just have that centre back with like that 20-digit surname or something.
You're lucky there's one person who edits it.
Yeah, something. Papadopoulos.
Papadopoulos. Is that him?
Papadopoulos. It's like Gareth Gates was trying to spell his name, apparently. It just kept going. They're all still top division players, though.
Yeah, as I said, lucky I edit the podcast, I can get rid of that, so. Doesn't come up now for me saying something stupid. Right, should we do the predictions for the Scotland game then? England-Scotland, however you want to start us off, seeing as you're top left. What do you think the score is going to be on Friday, 8 o'clock sharp?
I'll go. I reckon 3-0. I reckon we'll be quite comfortable.
Goal scorers?
Kane 2, Foden 1.
Ooh, get on. Foley, who do you reckon? What's the score? Are you scoring?
I'll go a bit more conservative. 2-0. I think Kane will get both.
Fair enough. Houghton, what do you reckon?
I was literally about to say exactly the same thing as Foley. So I'll change it. I'll go Kane 1-0.
Cool. I'm going to say 1-1. I'll say Kane as well. I think he'll get off the mark. And I reckon Scott McTominay's going to score a screamer. Break our hearts in the 80th minute.
Such hopes.
Shocking.
Right, shall we wrap it up?
Yeah.
Right, before it cuts out then, I'll leave you guys and enjoy the game, and I'll see you all next week.
See you guys.
See you in a bit, boys.
Cut England! Coming home!
Come on!
Up the England!